Podleadum.
All the cycles.
Podcast. Spelled backwards. Pod.
Leap, dumb. Leap, dumb.
Pod. Pod.
Leap, dumb.
Hey, and welcome to Podleadum. That's Top Model Podcast spelled backwards. I'm Lex Basile Price, and if I had the world's biggest piece of poop, I'd shove it in his mouth.
I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and you didn't know who this was, huh?
And I'm JDB Crump, and eliminates can go to the back of the line.
And we're, of course, talking about Cycle 20, Episode 12, The Girl Who Gets Kissed on an Elephant. Gross.
Ah, yes, the passive participant. Excellent.
I've retitled it, The Models Who Head to the Artistic Jungle.
And if you want to contribute to the world of art, you can do so by being a sponsor of the podcast by clicking on the clicksel in the show notes below or going to podleadum.com and finding it there, I assume. Maybe?
It is
And
there.
we have two new folks who are sponsoring us this week to get a shout out. One of my favorite days of the week, Wednesday. And of course, Kim.
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 My fashion baby. Kim.
Some names are forever just only pronounceable one way now. I'm going to meet a Kim in real life, a new Kim, and I'm going to be like, oh, hey, Kim. And they're like, why?
And
are you
Sunday's
doing
cousin, Wednesday.
Wednesday is the best night of the week for television, canonically.
Pretty good.
Wow, TGIF is left shaking. 80 years ago, whatever that was. So you can be a sponsor of the podcast as well, just like Wednesday and Kim, by clicking in the show notes and donating for as little as 99 cents a month. It helps us do this.
Because you got a fashion dollar.
Yeah.
Billboard for the resort in town. Why are we
In case you were wondering if this episode was going to be an ad for Bali, it starts out with a literal ad for Bali.
Not at the resort. We're so used to saying, like, here's the sign for the resort. This is just the camera people were like, ooh, get it, as they drove by the billboard.
Oh, there were models shoved out of the way to get this shot. Just, whoa.
We'll also say, though, this street food looked amazing.
It did.
Can I just say, prefacing the whole episode, post-relationship with Jordan, Jeremy becomes way more fun. Our heterosexual relationship's bad. Confirmed.
Jeremy saying something is not fashion, is camp.
But also devastating.
So devastating. If he knows it's not fashion.
The way this is worded, I'm more upset that Chris stayed with a photo that wasn't fashion at all. And he's not wrong.
Not wrong
Nope.
at all.
I was like, yeah, when did I start liking Jeremy? Right now? Okay.
Now. Right this
What
moment.
an episode to take us out on.
And then the producers have decided it is meditation station hour.
Look, maybe this is just me. It is just me. This is probably an irrational fear. But coming into this house with literal piles of unsupervised lit candles made me so concerned.
We're joining you.
Okay.
Because
One of my biggest fears is leaving a candle lit alone.
Yes.
it's also there were so many pillows next to said lit candles.
Uh-huh. And it really did. Like, they were on a tray, but it just looked like a pile of candles.
Yeah, it was. Marvin has decided not to participate.
Which, honestly, I'm just like, part of me is like, post-panel, I wouldn't want to do anything.
Oh, no.
No. I did love Corey being like, he needs to go through it himself because I'm tired of giving free therapy to these straights.
Sure is.
I love Corey's, please don't get him. We're done.
Digital Flart said, you are the snake, and the snake is you. You rocked it, and absolutely stunning. And then we get an old talking head from Nina. When
Yeah.
is this
A
done?
talking head
many.
from pre-top model.
So many old talking heads of Nina this episode.
Yeah, this is like before her leg was broken. This is, remember that plot line, by the way?
Oh,
Remember that
yeah.
ankle? This is also, for me, a great Renee episode because Renee gets to be goofy.
Sure.
And I
Yes.
think goofy Renee, basically, the less people interact and talk about Jordan, the more likable
they get.
other people become. Because
Including Jordan, though. The less
Yes!
Jordan is talking about Jordan, the more likable Jordan is.
it's crazy. But there's this, Jordan says of Jeremy's photo, and we said this too, that it looked like he was mating with the leopard. And then Renee
Apparently
says,
a very popular opinion.
Uh-huh.
and then Renee says, at least you're not a virgin in your photos anymore.
That was my backup quote. Even though I was first, that was
It
my
was
backup
also my
quote.
backup quote.
That is such a actual good joke, and it's so rare for a top model contestant to make a joke. I'm thrilled.
I loved Jeremy's whole thing where he was like, my face finally looks good, my body finally looks good, and they say it looks like I'm doing the cat.
You were like so close to a
I can't
a full
win.
joke, Jeremy. And then Tyra shuffles in like a pervert, staring directly at the camera.
Especially with this I had sex in the limo hair.
But she's like,
Silent.
Like a pervert.
Which is then only made weirder
oh my
when she
God.
goes to comfort Marvin, but silently
Doesn't announce herself.
crawls up behind him and touches him without ever identifying herself.
He probably thought that was Renee, and she is lucky he didn't turn around and grab her boob.
Uh-huh.
Be like, normally you're so shy, Renee.
And now we found the one thing that Renee and Jordan are on the same page about. And that's that private moments between Tyra and a contestant are to be peeked in upon. Because Jordan's like, can we look through the curtain? Renee's like, I'm already there. And only Nina's like, y'all.
When she said, men crying are gross.
What do I even do?
The way she describes it, it's like an alien coming to Earth. Did you ever think you would see such a thing? I've only heard tales
Yeah,
of
because
karate.
we thought the bad dad advice of first second is first loser also never has cried in front of Renee.
Also, you've been dating Marvin. You've seen tears by now, Renee.
Come on.
She's ignoring it.
That's why every time they cuddle, she's the small spoon. So he's just crying, and she's like, what's that noise? Never heard it.
Did anyone else think it was a tactical decision from Marvin?
This is what I'll say. He's crying so much that I don't think it is. But if it were, it would be brilliant.
Because
I do think that he has just enough awareness that he slips in that narrative backstory. So I was impressed, truly.
Yeah.
So assuredly
Good
that he's
gameplay.
like, cry, cry, cry. I'm making fun of tears, which I feel a little bad about, but
no,
cry, cry,
we can
cry,
make
cry,
fun of
cry.
Marvin's tears.
Janitor's son. Cry,
Well,
cry,
here's
cry.
the thing. I would say the tears are real
Mhm.
until
I think they are.
Tyra creeps, and then that little part of Marvin's brain goes, "Oh,
Competitor Marvin.
yeah, okay. Let me take advantage of this moment." And you know what? Good for you.
Yeah. So Tyra brings Marvin back to the circle, and
To
in
Corey's chagrin.
yeah, and in true Tyra fashion, her first question is, how do you feel about Bali?
When Tyra talks about being stressed and
Mhm.
Nina gives the biggest, most earnest nod you've ever seen in your life, like her head is about to fall right off her neck.
I was actually genuinely surprised knowing the Tyra that we know that she took 2 full months off of work, though. For Tyra, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. When she said 2 months early, I was like, oh, for work. You're in Bali for work, for modeling, for something. And I was like, oh, you actually took a vacation. That's why Tyra actually cares about this place. She was
Yeah.
like, did
It's
you
like
know you can
Jamaica.
relax? That you can
My first
not be stressed, that your
vacation.
shoulders aren't on fire all the time.
I do not believe that Jordan ever had no self-esteem. The Jordan we know is not no self-esteem Jordan.
Not competition Jordan. I believe that her relationship fucked her right up.
Sure.
Very believable.
But did it fuck
But
her
I
right into
don't-
feeling the best about Jordan?
I don't think she came to this competition with self-doubt.
Like, no.
It's just a timeline question for me.
Sure.
Yeah, this would all be, in my mind, more palatable, both sides of Jordan, if she was like 21.
Sure.
And there was a space of 2 or 3 years, because it truly feels like the timeline was married to that terrible relationship, divorced in a year, did fast track therapy in a week, and then got on Top Model. It's crazy. And also at some point got into another bad relationship.
Yeah, I am actually, I was married at 18, divorced at 18 for a month. Then I had 2 days of therapy, found a new boyfriend, arrived at Top Model. It's my 19th birthday.
I mean, that 2 days, that weekend of therapy worked, though.
Did a lot. She did the work.
Yeah.
Though, on the other side of no self-esteem Jordan, the fact that Jeremy is like, everything's going great for Jeremy.
Pretty great
when
live.
Tyra tries to convince Jeremy that he has trauma, and he's just like, no, I'm good. I was like, good for you.
Why, Jeremy? Why have you saved all of this for today?
This energy's lovely. You'll notice Jeremy doesn't lose a smile throughout the whole episode. He's just like, I don't know, guys. Things pretty chill. I think it's because everyone else is so upset throughout the entire episode about everything, and Jeremy's like, guys, this is Top Model. I've already been eliminated. It wasn't that bad.
Y'all, Marvin game playing is one thing. Marvin taking his moment. But Corey, and you know I love Corey, thanking Tyra on behalf of the queer community.
It was one of I want to back up just a little bit because I want to talk about that forever. But I love that this is now the second time that they've cut out something Jordan said that Corey reminds people. Because in another episode, it was that whole Jordan apparently at some point said, I've never seen a black person except for television. But we didn't hear that. Corey told us about it. Now, he starts his by being like, well, Bali's a culture shock, not just for Jordan, but for us as well. And I was like, we didn't hear it, so it sounds crazy.
Jordan, this is also a competition for us as well.
And then Jordan's like, I don't see it that way.
I'm the only one here.
Yeah.
But yeah, Corey, I'm doubling down that Corey never watched the show. And so he is just being like, I know what reality TV is. I don't know what Top Model is.
I would believe that. I do. I think it's so funny that he thanks Tyra for the entire gay community. And if you haven't seen the episode, we're not exaggerating. That is word for word what Corey says.
I think prior to being on the show, Corey had seen drag Tyras, and that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Anthony had done it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tyra gets bored by the time she gets to Nina, so Nina doesn't get to talk. She's like, and Nina, quirky, okay? Marvin.
But then this becomes couples counseling in a way that made me really uncomfortable. And also, I really dislike Nina in this scenario.
Oh, interesting, because I came down way harder against Chris in this scenario.
I don't like Chris either. I'm just like, Nina, stop. Stop. And it's also a lot of for me at least, it's quiet things, everyone lean in and listen to me.
I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion. I think both Nina and Chris suck. I think we've all three of us have attempted to go on a journey of picking a side in every episode. And I think that maybe we're learning this is bad. There's no winner here.
Just a toxic situation.
I am also worried because I had a, oh no, am I Nina moment where this is afterwards. She goes, I just have so much belief in everybody. And then she goes, gosh damn. And I'm like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Jada Trump has said
Those are both
words.
things I've said in my mouth.
Yeah,
I so hate from Chris the narrative of his own relationship with Nina, where he was like, yeah, sure, I wanted you to take care of me and support me, but I don't want a mom, Nina.
Oh, that was garbage. That was garbage, fully.
Yeah.
But also, Nina,
So it made me so wildly angry.
in her perspective, is not treating her very nicely. So I need you to give up the ghost. He isn't, I don't think he keeps perpetrating the relationship between them. I think he is really pulled way, way back.
I think the rest of this episode is going to disagree with you
The
on
end
that.
of the episode. I'm saying, at this point...
Well, I will say, and I guess I might be being too generous to Nina,
and I
I'll
might
own
be too
that.
generous to Chris.
But I think this man is giving her insane mixed signals, and she hasn't realized that he is doing it for the benefit of Tyra. Because Chris on this show now is just latched on to Tyra as his caretaker, friend, mother figure.
Sure.
Yeah, Tyra believes in me, so that's a reason to stay.
I do think not in front of Tyra, he has detached from
Yes.
Nina. But then they get back in the scenario and there's candles and meaningful conversation and nobody loves me. And then Nina, unfortunately, has this savior complex where she has to be like, no, I'm the one. I love you. You're my guy. And I'm like...
It's just we've seen multiple times Nina's like, yeah, fuck him. I don't care. And then immediately gets right back into it. And I'm just like exhausted by it. Because even from the beginning, we have heard him be like, I love you as a friend. That was like the beginning of their relationship. And so it's just like, I feel that, he is a shitty person, but I also feel like he's been giving her crumbs the whole time. And she is like, well, I guess we're getting married.
Well, I guess that's why I turn that into feeling bad for her, because when I was that age, I would have done the same thing.
Sure.
Right. This also feels for both of them like very first relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Nina drops a huge, I love him as a friend. And I'm like, Nina, what do we do? But I gotta say, though, the wild trio that I did not know I need of Renee, Corey, and Jordan.
This energy was so good.
This pillow talk afterwards between the three of them, and I thought the show was headed in this direction because I actually didn't remember the top three. I was like, oh, this feels very top three energy. This feels very like we've decided.
Sure.
Separately, we're the competition. I think at some point, honestly, too, even though Renee keeps giving the camera some of what they want, I don't think Renee cares about Jordan anymore.
No.
I think Renee is just like, Jordan is what she is. Like, I can't do anything.
Well, and I think they're both very competitive, and the part of competition they enjoy is hating each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Though the audacity of Jordan saying that someone else is telling sob stories.
I love that. She's like, every word out of Chris's mouth is a sob story.
And I'm like, talk to your talking heads, Jordan.
Yeah, right.
I do want to give Nina this pink crop top and these leopard shorts. I was like, yeah.
It's cute look.
Didn't need to see this weird throuple moment again.
Is this the same bed combo from earlier?
Probably.
Yeah, it is the same clip.
Okay.
We just see more of it because Marvin asks Renee why she doesn't like kissing him. And I wrote, she doesn't want to. And I know I'm living in a fantasy. But it just can't.
I love the idea that Lex's watch somehow completes the cycle, and we're like, it's wild that the two of them dated. And Lex is like, no, they didn't. What are we talking about?
She's constantly seeming coerced into these situations. I do believe she likes cuddling with him. I think she thinks he's really cute. But
and every so often in these two episodes, we see Marvin shirtless, and I was like, oh,
he's attractive.
Well, and like, look. Sometimes on reality TV, when hot people hook up because they're hot, there is no sexual chemistry. These two have chemistry.
They have sexual chemistry.
Yeah.
But also, he doesn't know who Renee is because once again, we hear
Renee
is shy.
Well,
no, she is not.
These men interpret women who don't like PDA as shy. And I'm like, friends, Those two things don't mean the same thing.
Also, is Jeremy a virgin because he's just a voyeur? Because he is just
Yes.
like,
But
I think that, but he
He's
also
turned
wants
on,
the
but he's
privacy
also
pillow.
Invested. He's like shipping them from a foot away.
When they kiss, he does his same thing he did in the kissing commercial where he holds his sheet over his face. Jeremy's just like, can you believe people kiss?
I also wrote the note. Renee's feelings towards Marvin are my feelings towards Renee. I just need someone to root for. Just need someone.
Yep. And then tone shift. Because Jeremy came back to settle business.
Yeah, he did.
This out of nowhere, left field pool story where apparently in the lineup, after Jeremy and Alex returned, Chris told Jeremy to stand behind him, and then Jeremy accuses him of freaking out when Jeremy was in front of him and saying, "You're not going to be here much longer," blah, 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 blah.
We see a little of this silent film in the sepia tone flashback.
My
a shoulder
favorite-
check at best.
My favorite part of this sepia clip is Renee apparently walked off.
Yeah.
She just was
Just
like, I'm
No, not
It
that.
really feels like this cast is accomplished at saying things when they are unmiked.
Mhm. I also love that if I was Nina for a little while earlier, I think Lex was Corey, because I just sit back and clutch my pearls and pop the popcorn. Because Corey is both tired of the drama, but also lives for the drama.
Sure.
And this is the kind of level of drama Corey's like, well, no one's going to come to me for advice about this. The manly shoulder check? Meh.
Yeah.
I
No.
can just watch.
Yeah.
I loved that this fight was too petty for Renee.
It's too petty for, this is so childish.
But then I love Jordan and Marvin popping out of their individual bedroom windows like it's laughing. Like, what? And then Renee's literally like, is this about who's in line?
She's like, I already hated this fight when it happened.
Do I get to exit this fight again?
It's just so this like fragile masculinity and like,
Oh, absolutely.
ugh.
Oh, absolutely.
And this
It again,
goes
it
on
comes
so
down to that.
long.
I was disrespected. No, you weren't.
Notice
No, you
how
weren't.
somehow Chris always has one last friend in the house.
He sure
Somehow-
does. When were Jeremy and Chris friends?
Ever.
I didn't see that at all. There was a very clear friendship quartet, and it was Dawn, Jeremy, Marvin, and Phil.
And I will say, this once again puts me a little bit more on Nina's side, because I do think that Nina had detached from Chris until fucking Candlelight Vigil night.
Yeah, sure.
I think that's fair. That's very fair.
When we head to Jatilui Rice Terraces, forgive my pronunciation, this is the best Tyra has looked all season.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is the vacation hair I have always dreamed of.
It looked great.
It looks great. And there was actually a video, because this season apparently was all about YouTube, social, reaching out to people, right? Look, there is a video on some random YouTube of Tyra arriving at the set.
Wanna be on
Styling in Bali.
Hello. Yes, you're like, who is that with the braids in her hair? Is that Tyra? Yes, it's me. And we are actually in Bali right now. This is going to be the 12th episode that's coming on tonight that you have to watch. And we're doing a photo shoot in the rice paddy, which is so, so, so beautiful. It is so hot in here, y'all. I couldn't wear no fake hair today. I had to like have my own hair out. And I'm gonna show you what I'm doing today, which is a little styling, a little makeup, a little eating. Welcome to Cycle 20's episode 12. This is our rice paddy photo shoot. and I've helped with the styling today. It's all green clothes to match the green grass or the green rice fields. I'm obsessed with rice paddies. When I lived in Bali, just driving by, sometimes I would stop the car and just get out of the car and just look at the gorgeous green after green after green and the layers. And so I really wanted my models to be here today. It's a very peaceful, wonderful place, and we love some rice up in here, especially nasi goreng, which means fried rice. We love that. So we definitely wanted to do a rice paddy photo shoot. So I'm doing the makeup this year for America's Next Top Model. Yes, me doing makeup. A lot of people don't know that, but back in the day, I used to actually do the makeup for a lot of the models backstage at fashion shows. I'd do my own face, and they'd be like, Tyra, your face looks fierce, girl, do mine. And so for years, I would do a lot of models' faces. Even when I used to do Victoria's Secret, Heidi Klum would be like, Tyra, how do you do your eyebrow like that? How do you do your lash like that? So I'm obsessed with makeup. So this is the look for today. It's really about a brow that's very, very, very strong. And actually, much straighter. Really, really, really rosy cheeks as if they've been in the rice paddies and cooking and got like a natural sunburn. We don't like real sunburns. We don't mind a little fashion sunburn. And their hair
like, can you pause this?
Like braids down the sides of their faces.
If you haven't seen this video, what you don't know is that Tyra corrected her own work.
Yep. We all lost it. She was like, a really strong brow. And then she looked at it. She's like, no. And then it jump cuts to the strongest brow you've ever seen.
Off the paper.
Bert from Sesame Street.
So that's the girls. The guys have everything minus the brow and the braids. So the guys just have burned, like, bronze skin, which I just did on them like 2 seconds a guy. It was like real fast.
Can you pause it again? Can you pause it again? Blonde skin? Did we all hear blonde skin? What does that mean?
Well, look, I had a note that was like, what did Tyra choose to do with this blush? And now I know.
Now we know, but also, she's already done the makeup, so why did she have to create the makeup chart?
Not foundation, mandation.
Mandation, not foundation.
This is Oka. He's
Can I buy mandation with man bucks?
Thank you. Should I walk the runway?
Sure. Give it a spin.
Hey, coming out of retirement.
All we coming out of retirement.
My pleasure.
Thank you. So that was a little taste of what you're going to see in the episode tonight. So watch the show tonight on the CW, okay? All right. Selamat siang. Terima kasih. Tear out my car seat. That's how you say thank you. Terima kasih. But I say tear out my car seat. That's how you can remember. Okay. Terima kasih.
Okay, that's actually cute that they left that in. I love a little
Yes.
blooper moment at
That's
the
what
end.
I love. So, like, half the video, I'm like, where's this Tyra? Where she's kind of
Yes.
charming
Mhm.
and funny.
The 1 minute version that's just about the designer, he reposted on his Instagram as recently as this March.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is they're still somewhere. And I think it's what keeps her endearing enough to be able to watch every cycle of this show. There's a real nice human being under the layers and layers of artifice that Tyra Banks has created for herself. Because that was just charming.
And then it gets wild when she adds.
Well, yeah, it's a little
Yeah.
stupid,
Yes.
but I'm fine with that. Like, I'm
But-
fine with her
and-
being a little
And
silly.
listeners, at the end of the video, the car starts moving when she didn't
She
intend
can't
it
close
to.
the door.
And she, like, has to step out of the
Jump out.
car. So, yes,
I'm also just imagining her holding up traffic in
Oh.
Indonesia.
Oh, yeah.
Just leaving that car in the middle of the road to get out and look at the rice paddies.
So this is all to say that the theme of clothing today is green.
Beautiful green clothes, be one with nature and mesh in.
Also, everyone, before we get the makeup put on them, is freshly tanned. They had, like,
Yeah.
a beach day.
Yeah.
And bleached. Chris got
Uh-huh.
bleached again.
Again.
His poor hairline must be throbbing.
And the skin, once again. No, I mean, there's a lot of reasons to dislike Chris in this episode. I've already said many of them. But this man is just actually sunburned.
Yes.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Pretty severely. So when he says he feels sick, I believe him, because that's some serious sunburn.
Mhm.
Yeah. So this place that they're at is actually UNESCO World Heritage Site, which I thought was really cool.
Oh, cool. It's
and
gorgeous.
It's stunning. And we meet two designers, Oka Daputra and Rafi A. Ridwan.
And Tyra doesn't attempt either of those last names.
No.
It's Oka and Rafi. Oka, his website no longer works, and his YouTube is full of videos of him working out. But if you go to this man,
he's yoked in this episode.
This man is in shape.
Yeah. If you go to his personal Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
he has a section of, where you can like do a collection of your
Highlights.
Instagram stories. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just thirst traps. And that is an understatement. They are, woo, he is sexy.
Are these
and also,
Saw level traps? These are.
At one point, it's just him doing leg raises, but like it's cropped to also include his bulge that is
Good
bulging.
Lord, okay.
Look, if I am in that shape at 53 years of age, I will be doing the exact same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Rafi is a child. He's a new child from last season.
Except he seems like an incredible human being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is deaf and mute. And he had his whole goal was to like help other disabled children do similar things to what he's doing. But apparently the flood in 2011 destroyed a lot of that, which was not fun.
Yeah.
But it's so cute. There's a story that is told, or he tells, or it's told about him, that the reason he liked or got into doing fashion sketches was he watched The Little Mermaid and was like,
and said, "Where are her clothes?"
Yeah, and said, "Where are her clothes?" and started designing clothes. Also, fun fact though, this child has a LinkedIn. I don't know why I find that so funny.
It's because we think of it as something for only people in their 40s and 50s and stuff. It was they love to bring on child models, designers, etc. It feels like we get at least one a cycle. And normally, like, it's a little funny from a podcasting perspective, but I don't love that every time a child is trotted out on this show, because this is like, oh, because I'm like, this person's your boss today. And I love that Marvin good Marvin moment. He was like, I admire him and I respect him so much. Yeah. And everyone did only treat this child as with respect, and I appreciated that it didn't feel like even the deafness was given this like infantilization.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
every time I'm ready to fully write Marvin off, he has a moment like that where I'm like, there is something in you that, if nurtured correctly, is going to make you an interesting, good person. Although at one point, he definitely accidentally says Ralphie instead of Raffi.
He does. Also, these clothes all around are pretty great.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
All genders,
these fabrics
too.
are stunning.
Yeah. We talked about the bronzer, but Marvin's face especially, I thought, was pretty bronzed. And then he lies about Renee.
To their shared boss.
Yep. He says that Renee likes cuddling him, but captions said coddling him.
It did. And I was like, that actually feels more correct. In a way. Of course, they now bear a nickname that we're going to hear a lot, because they are one collective human being named Marnay.
I hate Marnay.
I don't mind it.
I love the shipping name. What's funny to me is the way people use it is they use it like it's one person.
It's one person.
Yes.
That's the funniest thing. It does become one human being after a while.
Like, they just clutch each other and roll everywhere like a giant Katamari.
Because at one point in one of these two episodes, someone's like, Marnay might be at the top. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, both of them?
That's their strategy. It's the Hunger Games. They can't kill us both.
And I honestly can't believe we've made it this far in this episode without saying this. I think we all collectively made a silent choice, because none of us have uttered the phrase, "You don't choose Bali. Bali chooses you."
I scoured. I thought maybe to give Tyra some credit.
This is like an ongoing tourism campaign?
Yes.
Yeah.
It
I
felt
think
like it almost had to be based on how many times people say it, though.
I never
found it anywhere.
Nope.
waiting for her to say, it's almost like the fifth judge is Bali.
I would have lived and breathed.
My theory about this phrase, which I hate, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
is that this is what sold her on her Balinese boyfriend. He said this to her, and she was like,
Oh. I just love that this contestant pool, the remaining contestants, are so ready to do whatever it takes to win this that they all adopt this Bali chose me. I feel like I'm finally chosen. Like this language
I'm on a
gets
spiritual journey.
adopted so quickly. Except for Jeremy, obviously. Jeremy's like, I don't know, sounds dumb. Can I leave again?
I didn't feel safe because Johnny was nowhere to be found. But then he showed up, and his
And you
hat-
felt less safe
JW.
because of his hat?
Yes.
I was going to say, JW, did this hat make you ascend?
Finally, a game show reference in the worst way possible.
The rice is right.
Who comes up with them? I need to know if these are straight from his mind or someone is just
Oh my
like in
God.
charge of the hats.
He has a personal assistant, and that personal assistant's only job is to write down potential hat phrases.
What's the name of a hat maker? There's like a fun name, right? Like a sommelier is a wine.
Haberdasher.
Johnny has his own haberdasher.
But there was a
constantly.
switch, right? Because last season I thought the hats were... We didn't have really a doo-doo hat like we've had this season. And
But
so
in-
many of these have been bad.
In this cycle, we might literally have one that says doo-doo hat on it. And then, returning before a finale... Shocking he can exist this early in a cycle. Jez Smith is back.
Who needed more sunscreen. He already looks burned.
Yeah.
Oh, he is toasted on an open flame.
I think he and Johnny had a night last night.
That's why they showed up late
Oh.
to set.
Yes. Last night was a night.
But notice who doesn't interact with anyone for the next 2 episodes while Jez is here. Kelly Catrone is nowhere to be
She's
found.
been barred from set when Jez is
Yeah.
here. I would not be shocked if that was in his contract.
I'm almost surprised that Jez Smith almost seems like someone who could have become like a judge.
Yeah.
Yes.
He
Like a
feels
Nigel-ish
better Nigel.
person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corey's eyes in these talking heads are so red that at this point, I had no idea when it was happening.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like he's always cried,
Mm-hmm.
crying, or just about to cry. But it happens so often, and sometimes with sentences that don't feel like
At
that
all.
elicited that I'm like, are you sick?
He could have also just been rebleached again. The
Yeah.
eyebrows.
Maybe.
And then I read a joke, and this is kind of for you, Hannah.
Oh.
Because I think it was Chris who was like talking about Marnay and being like,
Mhm.
this isn't America's next top dater.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, Hannah would have called it next top date race.
I'm in the spotlight and I don't like it.
My one flaw finally being shown to the world.
Once again,
Not a great look for Jordan
uh-huh.
when she complains about falling into nasty water that has cobra feces in it
So specific.
when there are people working in that water directly behind her.
And also, I thought you weren't that girl, Jordan. I thought you were not like other girls, Jordan.
You said I love
seeing
Cobra
it.
poop.
No, but we keep seeing her be like,
Oh, I know.
This is
the bug
gross.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I do want to give to her, why is she wearing heels in
why
the
is she
setup?
wearing heels?
So
Why
ridiculous.
would you ever have someone put on heels in a rice patty? That
Also,
is
she's
insane.
7 feet
That's
tall.
why she's stuck on a plywood board that's 2 inches by 2 inches. It's crazy.
Also love that Corey just said, you know what? I'm just going to be fierce Corey. I don't
love
care.
this.
I need a
Yes.
photo shoot where masculinity is not at the top of my brain.
Yes.
And he does so well.
And then Chris comes to set with the wildest, most immediate attitude.
Where did all this batitude come from?
He seems heat stroked. Like,
Yes, that's what I honestly think.
because he's just like babbling.
Yeah. The clothes are too restraining.
I'm
as soon as someone gives him a
restrained.
prop, he's like, this won't work.
It's so weird.
And how many times did Johnny have to say, don't get frustrated to Chris? It felt like we might as well have had a counter at the bottom.
And this is where I will say that it's hilarious to see Nina tell someone else not to freak out about their photo before judging.
When she said stay positive, I screamed. She was literally sobbing 2 days ago.
And then got first call out. It's kind of funny. It's almost like if you blink and you don't think about it, you'll be like, oh, she's grown. And I'm like, no, she just isn't in a bad mood this time. I do like that Chris says he got into a tiff with Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
A little tiff.
Yeah, a lover's tiff. A lover's quarrel.
You know who's also newly enjoying Jeremy? Johnny.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's like, look at this big dumb sweetie. Yeah, you pull on your shirt, honey.
Aw. Remember when Tyra showed you one additional pose?
Well, to that fact, what I did like about this shoot, and maybe it's because she didn't have a terrible wig that was eating her head, we seemed to get Tyra, like, teaching them and, like, coaching them before the shoot, which was nice.
Honestly, Renee's ended up getting more Tyra tutelage than a lot of recent contestants. I feel like, and this is me projecting a lot onto very little, I feel like Tyra's somewhat invested in Renee. It feels like we've gotten a lot of one-on-one moments with her, and I do wonder if she realizes that the show as constructed right now is being unfair to Renee. So Tyra is like, we're going to make it work if we can, you know?
It also made me sad that she wasn't actually coaching them during the photo shoot.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd have been cool. I wish we got as much as like it's Tyra. I think a lot of times she can model.
Yeah,
I know we have differing.
I don't think
opinions
she can
on,
take pictures.
but I think she knows how to pose and do modelly things.
Yes,
and
well,
I
in
agree.
some
to
ways,
coach,
She's able
at
to
this,
direct.
coach people. Yes.
yeah, at some ways in this point, I think she is better at coaching
Yes.
other models than modeling herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
Oh yeah.
talk about someone that, and you mentioned it, JW. I wish Jess was on the panel because his assessments of these models are so correct.
Spot on.
Spot on. The positive and the negative.
And not personal.
No, he's just able to diagnose them in a way that just like is so lacking at panel now.
Yes.
They're told that they're going to be heading to Ubud, Bali, the artistic jungle,
Where dreams are made of.
where dreams are made of. The name comes from an Indonesian word, ubad, which means medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically like, Tyra keeps saying it's a spiritual colony. It is tourism, but in a way that seemed to like revitalize Indonesian tourism. A lot of writers' retreats, a lot of yoga, a lot of art that isn't like selling.
Dance.
Yeah, it's more that. It's not so much like real spiritualism, I don't think. I think it's more like for white people to come and experience it. But like, whatever. It makes a ton of money for them.
I think before they journey there, it's important for us to note that Tyra also drops the reveal that this is going to be the third or fourth episode where there's not a challenge because they're just going to do little touristy trips.
Excursions.
But what fell through?
Yeah, it felt like something was gone.
I think that they blew the full challenge budget on the underwater runway in renting the helmets and setting that up. I think that was the full challenge budget for Bali.
To have two of them not even do it.
Yep.
It's so funny. And then they get split seed. And these are not equal experiences.
I would
these
be
are
so mad if I got one and not the other.
I think there's a reason why we split seed. I don't think some people that have more faith, quote unquote, wanted to go and be shaman healed, in the words of the show.
I'm just
well,
saying,
it didn't even seem like all the folks that went to that wanted to, because Chris said some of the worst stuff Chris said.
But Chris wanted to go with Nina, his only friend.
I guess it was just like the monkey thing.
If I
so
found
fun.
out that I had an opportunity to hang out with monkeys, indigenous monkeys that you're probably never going to see somewhere else, and I didn't get to do it, I would be so upset.
And the three of them look like, who is it? It was Marvin, Jordan, and
Jeremy.
honestly, another trio that ended up really getting. I think, again, when the romantic couples aren't together, I think everyone's in better moods.
Yes.
Well, and I think Jeremy
Again,
and Jordan
is romance
are
bad? Is love a
friends
lie?
now?
I think so.
Now that he told her off.
and he's not attracted to her anymore. They get
Yeah.
on great.
Yeah, because she never wanted to be with him, and Jeremy's decided he shouldn't. So,
Jordan honestly feels like Bali has chosen her.
Except the monkeys, because she's absolutely terrified of these monkeys.
it's the kind of screaming, though, that I can see anyone just like doing in a, oh gosh, like I don't know what's about to happen kind of thing. It's very reminiscent of Renee anytime she's near any animal.
Sure.
so again, another rare thing that Renee and Jordan have in common is they're like animals coming and going. We don't know.
Fun, not fun fact about these monkeys. At one point, they offered visitors, but they could buy bananas to feed the monkeys.
Oh.
But because that's not really part of their natural diet,
Ooh.
they started getting obese monkeys.
Yeah, these monkeys, I'm pretty sure, because I was reading about it, eat soft shell crab.
Yeah, they're crab-eating macaques.
Yeah.
Oh, but imagine if you got to buy a crab and give it to him.
Love that. But
Yes.
no, the reserve was just like, we have to not allow this anymore because the monkeys are too well fed. And also, visitors are told that you may not, like, to never pull your hand away or to try to pull back an offer of food or touch a monkey because they will flip out at you because
Oh,
they're
sure.
monkeys.
Yeah.
And that's when they will become aggressive. If you're like, hey, no. Like, they will attack you.
Ugh.
If you do that to me, I'd become aggressive.
Yes.
Don't put a treat in front of my face and then be like, not for you. I'll be like, I'm going to end your life.
And then over at the not fun part.
Chris says a bunch of gross, offensive stuff.
The dumbest of which I am going to say because is that looked like an anime character. Like, what?
What?
Who does scary spells. What anime are you talking about?
And look, if this is an experience you've never had before and you're like, I felt uncomfortable in some ways, sure. I wouldn't necessarily express it on reality television, but that's, but I could, but also, why didn't you get to choose the other thing? I just don't,
Yeah.
I don't understand because some of the folks were here for this.
Yes.
I think Renee was, right?
I think Corey
she
and
was-
Renee liked it.
Yeah.
Nina super was. Nina was like,
So-
I need to be healed.
I just don't understand why this didn't end up being just, it felt like no one wanted Chris to go on either thing. And it was
Maybe.
like 3 people picked monkeys, 3 people picked the healing experience. And then Chris just had to go on one.
Also,
Because
talking
everyone
about-
else seems so happy.
Yes, talking about stupid things that people say.
Mm-hmm.
Marvin says that he doesn't get freaked out about animals because as a city kid, he had no experience with animals?
The only thing I will say about that is there are certain animals, and it becomes ironic later because of a bat photo shoot that they have,
Sure.
when I think Marvin totally flips on this.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I actually think as a city kid, you should be like, oh, rats, pigeons, squirrels.
That's what I was about to say. When you live in the city long enough, if you've never lived in like a New York City or somewhere like that, you don't react to squirrels anymore.
No.
A squirrel could come up, climb completely up my body, on my face, give me a little kiss on the nose, and I would just, I wouldn't even register it. and all I would say is, no, my boyfriend.
also, if you
I don't
haven't
wanna
experienced
cheat.
it, New York City squirrels get in your business.
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't give 2 fucks.
No
They're
foot
not
is
scared of
safe
you.
from a New York City squirrel. That's who controls WikiFeet. New York City squirrels.
Little puppy.
You can see if you zoom in on every WikiFeet photo, there's a squirrel wall. It's
They
like,
have
I got a little picture.
every squirrel comes equipped with a tiny camera and a little measuring tape. Who better to rank feet?
I'm in a fight with both of you.
Make it trending. Hashtag WikiFeet is squirrels.
WikiFeet truthers.
Also, if anyone's out there right now and you're like, what's WikiFeet? I wouldn't necessarily Google.
No.
I wouldn't
No.
necessarily.
Welcome to our ugly home. Greta is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
they'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
No, if you see the show, I'm a scaredy cat.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
So then we had...
Speaking of petty fights, Hannah, we're going to get petty up in Hot Model.
So we head to the Elephant Safari Park, where before we get to what I don't like about this place, why was there only one bed in this room?
And it's the
For
first
drama.
thing they clocked. I think it was Jeremy that was immediately like, there's one bed.
And then also, why are we no homo about the pull-out beds?
I
Well,
think
let's say
Jeremy just does not want to be that close to Chris, and vice versa.
But they were such good friends.
I know.
Well, before we get there, Renee is very happy about seeing elephants because she's been having a dream about an elephant. And because of that, when she sees them, she, quote, almost poops. And I need to talk about this whole cast because Gianna, when she saw a museum, was about to piss herself. And now Renee is seeing an elephant is about to poop. And I'm just going to say it. Figure out how to hold in those bowels, people.
Here are all these contestants incontinent.
I'm incontinent for experiences.
I'm assuming that Renee's elephant dream is happier than Tyra's dolphin dream
Ooh, yeah.
on the scale of animal dreams.
And then they're trying to figure out the bed situation. And it's not technically just one bed. There's pull-out sofas. There's a sofa that's a perfectly reasonable sleeping.
Well, then Chris goes to the sofa because they're like, okay, here's the beds.
Mm-hmm.
Corey and Jordan in...
Jeremy does the reasonable thing at first, which is girls get the big bed, dudes split up into the two pull-out beds, which is the simplest way to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
then-
summer camp rules.
But then Corey says, I'll let the straights do what they want.
I don't want to be in that.
Well, he's like, I'll switch with Renee.
Mhm.
So Renee could be with Marvin and I'll sleep with the girls. And then everyone is fine.
Except Chris.
And Chris is mad at first because, quote, no one is mentioning his name. And I'm like, Jeremy said the guys. Jeremy also didn't say his name. He didn't assign Jeremy a bed. But then Nina immediately tells him what bed is his.
Chris, if you have a better idea about sleeping arrangements, then you come up with the sleeping arrangements.
Pitch it. Pitch that hot idea.
And then he's told by Nina that he's going to sleep on the couch in the room with them. And then he walks into the room, flops on the couch and says, oh, this is too small.
He extends his ankle as far as it can possibly go. Like no one has ever curled up on a couch before.
And then Jeremy's like, I'll take the couch. I don't care.
Which is also silly because Jeremy's literally the biggest guy. Like, it is silly for it to be Jeremy that has to do this.
Yeah.
but Jeremy's
But
just like, who cares?
I loved his pillow and blanket fort.
It's so he could peep at people.
And we haven't got like a weird way someone pronounces something, but the way Jeremy goes, main bed. Main bed.
Well, and Chris does that whole, it's fine, I'll sleep on the floor, which Corey is like, no, we're not doing this.
We're not going to have you complain about how you were sleeping on the floor.
We forced you to sleep on the floor, even though there's an option.
To be also fair, though, the show is forcing these people to have
True.
this fight.
Like, this is silly in general, but it's like, there were so many normal options.
And then we have to deal with the next day and what they interact with.
Mm.
I don't like the way we deal with elephants in captivity.
I think there are certain elephant reserves that are more ethically run than this one appears to be.
Yeah, I did some research, and basically it doesn't seem like there's any ethical elephant treatment in Indonesia at all. Mostly because they all allow you to ride them and interact with them.
Sure.
And a lot of them have babies, which ethical places apparently are like no captive breeding at all. There was, and it's not this one, and if you have trouble looking at rough things, there was an elephant reserve place in Bali that during COVID wasn't making money, so they shut down but left the elephants in chains until they were skin and bones. And thankfully, like, they were all rescued.
Oh,
and
thank
they were all
God.
taken care of. And they were like, well, what are we supposed to do? And this was place that was apparently before this, like, ranked as like, they're doing so good.
One of the most ethical.
Oh my
Uh-huh.
God.
And they were like, well, what do you expect us to do? We're not making money. So, and I'm like, so even those most ethical places, look into them. That is not like, it's just, I don't like this idea. Number one, don't ride elephants. They're not made for it.
And they're not here for you.
No. And also, if I did a little bit of research into this, a lot of times in order to get them to train them to do it, they blind them. They use bull hooks on them. Like, it's not ethical. Don't do it. I know it seems really fun. It's hurting the elephants.
Well, and it's also hard because, like, that baby elephant is so cute.
Adorable. But yeah.
Let it live. Let them live.
I'm also going to say that if for any reason you are in a place to feed an elephant,
Oh my God.
the strategy is not to be feet away and chuck a ball of fruit into the mouth.
Corey was gonna strangle Chris,
Yep,
and I
I
was
think
here for
so.
it. Yeah.
Yep. That was actually, I think, the most legit mad until next episode. Corey's at his wit's end, obviously.
Yes.
And this was just like, Corey was mad.
Oh, yeah.
Reasonably so.
And then we get to the title of the episode. So everyone gets on top of an elephant for a ride.
Pairs up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris is, of course, by himself, and he's pissed about it. But I'm like, why
Hilariously,
are you
though,
pissed?
I also think Jeremy's by himself.
Is he?
Yeah.
No.
No, he's
Is
with
he? No, he's with Corey.
Corey.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right.
it's Nina and Jordan, Marvin and Renee, and Corey and Jeremy, and then
I
Chris
love a
at the
world
back.
where Corey now has to be friends with Jeremy because the only person left.
Chris says at one point, it's almost better when you have someone to share it with, even just a random person.
Oh,
Which really speaks to why he's lacking friendships in his life.
yeah. And then an actual elephant stuff aside, and thank you for sharing all that, Lex.
Yeah.
The more offensive thing to you personally.
Yes, yes.
should be this relationship progressing. Though it is funny to me at first when someone goes, hand check, Marnay.
That was Corey.
That's funny.
Corey, that was funny.
Corey is like shielding the innocent elephants
Yep.
from human PDA.
But once again, Marvin refuses to respect boundaries.
Well, then Jordan and Nina, like they're at a wedding and
Yep.
determined to be the creepy uncle, start yelling kiss, kiss, kiss in the middle of the jungle.
And Marvin says, if you're gonna steal this memory from me.
Which is manipulative, but also so weirdly poetic just to think of like, I already had the memory of kissing atop an elephant. How dare you whisk that away from
With the
me?
truth.
Don't you steal my memories by telling me honest feedback?
And so she begrudgingly kisses him, and then everyone cheers.
Ugh.
Ooh, fun. What fun we've had at the Elephant Safari Park.
And then Nina has one of the funniest in context, out of context lines I've ever heard when they come back to Skullmel and she says, that's why we didn't have a challenge, because they wanted to butter us up. What do you mean, Nina? Like they're going to rebel against Top Model.
It says no one is safe again, so they're like, well, double elimination.
Yeah, we know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
I do wonder if they just said no one is safe every single time for that, just in case there's the off chance that they end up not doing a double for some reason. You know what I
They
mean?
did
It's
that
like more
once.
vague.
They did that once, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if that's why we're only seeing extremely selective Tyra males.
Mm-hmm.
So we head to panel. The photo,
She is doing some modeling.
it is a cool dress.
Yes.
She is missing a finger on her left hand.
Yeah.
Mm.
It got photoshopped away because there's no way she put it on her hip like that.
Not modeling S2F, shoulder to finger, for sure.
No. Her outfit is fine, I think.
I I'm so sad. It really seems to me like she has a deep insecurity about wearing her natural hair.
Yes.
And it makes me really sad.
This wig has
Especially
become...
because she's had the conversation a little bit in really early cycles about
Yes.
it. And, like, not that you can't...
People should wear what they want to wear. There is no wrong answer here. But if it's... I feel... It just makes me sad that she thinks she's less beautiful. Maybe if she's not
her hair
wearing
in
the
this
wig.
episode was so good. It's so much better than this Marge's Chanel suit of a wig where we have to keep making something out of it.
Great reference. I also, it's interesting because I've watched those Tyra Show episodes where she showed her real boobs, you know, what they look like, no bra, no padding, no whatever. And she showed her real hair, makeupless face, all that stuff. So it does feel like sometimes she wanted to have that conversation with her audience and with herself, but it also felt like she didn't feel like Top Model was the platform for it, which is interesting to me because I actually think that Top Model would have been a great place to have it. And I think it's fascinating. And I'm going I'm remembering a cycle that I barely remember. I know in the future they do kind of a makeupless panel at some point.
Oh, I think so.
Because I remember Drew Elliott talks about his skin and things like that. But I can't remember if that's a Rita Ora cycle or a Tyra cycle. And I'm wondering what that's got to be. Don't spoil it for me, listeners. But I'm like, watch it be the one not Tyra cycle.
Well, and also if you think about her, you know, she's got this whole idea of flawsome.
Right.
And celebrating your flaws, and your flaws make you beautiful. And she always goes to, you know, Captain Fivehead. You could actually be doing some work with this and like keeping it fresh and keeping it personal in a way that she's not actually interested in doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do also, when you said Captain Fivehead, it made me think of an alien who has 5 literal heads. They're like inside out. They all have one emotion. I'm angry head, and I'm sad head, and I'm a fierce head.
But I think the biggest question I have is Bali choosing you yet?
I'm so sorry, JW. I have a follow-up question to your scenario.
Good, because I can't process what Lex just said.
Does that mean you'd be modeling HHHHH to T?
Damn.
So Tyra mentions that the challenge score is part of how we judge. But
the whole introduction of this is so messy. Both vocally from Tyra, which we knew was coming, but this sends the Tyrons into a tizzy from which
I can't wait to talk about it.
I
weren't prepared.
Episode.
I cannot wait to talk about it.
You know who was also on a 2-month vacation in Bali? Tyron.
So,
you get the sentence. Please let me say the sentence.
Yes, go for it.
But one of you, unfortunately, is going home. And that person going home will not be going home alone because 2 of you are going home this week.
She was not prepared for anything.
And then we see a little animation where Tyron gets rid of challenge score.
Here.
With a thud.
Mm-hmm.
Junk.
Here. Yes. And reduces that equation down.
That sentence, which I also want to say, I think we should all get to say it. I don't think
do
there'll
it.
ever be a more perfect sentence in top model history, because this is the sentence that if you wanted to explain to someone in one sentence what it's like to watch Top Model, this is it. But one of you, unfortunately, is going home. And that person going home will not be going home alone because 2 of you are going home this week.
Lex, it's your turn.
I'm going to say a different sentence that gives me the same feeling, which was, usually the judges score, the challenge score, and your social media score would determine who stays and who goes home. But this week, you had no challenge. Why?
I think they should have gotten scored on bed management.
Marvin is first. It's the same photo.
I mean, it's a good photo. Like, if
good.
I saw this in a vacuum, not knowing that Marvin served this a lot of the time, he looks
His
great.
torso does look amazing.
Yes, I will. To give Marvin credit, his body looks the best it's looked, and
Yes.
not
And I
just
kind of
like.
like that his body's at this slight angle, too. Like, it actually looks relaxed, while I know he's got to be tensed to death.
But yeah, I agree. If we hadn't seen literally every photo that Marvin has ever taken, this would have been far and away one of the top photos. But
Probably this might it's probably my second favorite photo of the week. It's it's definitely in the top. It's a good
up
photo.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like with Marvin, like, there's never anything really to talk about with his photos.
No. He's a pretty boy and he's sitting there.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, every Flixel is grass. Grass, grass, grass.
Oh, we love grass. Love grass. Marvin's one of the few that gets an extra in the background, too.
Mm-hmm. Renee is next.
And we should say now, this is the episode where I am, and all of us, are forced to agree with Rob constantly. Because Rob says that he likes that Renee is not overposing, which I agree with. That she doesn't look too modelly is how he says it at first. And then Kelly willfully misunderstands him because that's what the panel is now.
Well, yes.
But I agree. And what's interesting, and I think it's okay to talk about it now, is Renee and Jordan's end result photo pose is quite similar.
The same.
But Renee's is the more living in the moment, casual, like Rob Evans is describing. Jordan's is the more, I am modeling a thing.
Yes. Yeah.
And it does, at the end of the day, to me, it does truly come down to just what the client would want and what the vibe is. And I think it's reasonable for both to be good, but they act like this is Kelly and Rob both act like one is right all the time and one is wrong all the time.
In this setting, I preferred the more natural version of it.
I agree. I will say I think from a distance, Renee's is very good. I do think her eyes, as has been a little bit of a problem, her eyes are a little dead in it.
I think if she had just even looked up a little bit more, that would have solved it.
But
she has a lot of pictures where she's always just kind of looking off into the middle distance, no matter where she's posing, and I think that's an issue.
Yeah, but I think that like the photo, the feel of the photo is correct.
I agree. The vibe, I really like the vibe it's giving.
I think she also makes the dress look good.
I agree.
And I think this dress is kind of ugly.
I agree.
It's like one of the worst of the ones. And I think most of the fashion's pretty good or interesting at least.
I think hers is the least interesting.
Yeah.
It is.
Like if I saw someone wearing this, I'd be like, that's a dress.
Yeah. It's the least high fashion of the dresses.
Yeah.
I should add, this did not have grass flixel. This had umbrella fringe flixel.
Yeah. Tassel flixel.
The grass of the sky.
Kelly's story about this
Kelly story
is yikes.
Renee is a sad little girl who's been working in the rice fields who wants to go to a dance party somewhere over on the other side of the valley.
Why are you making this once on this island, Kelly?
I thought the same thing. Also, I just genuinely don't know what she's talking about.
No.
I love that Rob gave it a 10.
Yes.
Honestly, petty Rob Evans does it right for me sometimes. I'm just like, I love it. I love just like 6, 10. Can I go higher? Did we ever say we couldn't? 80.
Jordan is next. This photo is not it.
The weirdest thing for me, and Rob again says this, is it kind of doesn't look real. And part of it is the photography.
Extremely photoshopped, yes.
It's also her size. It looks like she's 50-foot Tyra in this photo.
Well, and where she is, she's also looking at nothing.
Nothing. I think that the pose is a little high fashion 101, but I think it's good. Like, Jordan's had a couple of clunkers recently, and I think this is a step up.
And she is wearing the dress. She's doing well by the dress.
I also think these dark eyebrows look great on her.
So good on
so
her.
Good.
I think I'm just learning I love blonde with dark eyebrows.
I love with blonde dark eyebrows. But then Kelly and Rob continue to fight, and it's absolutely exhausting. And Kelly seems high. The snaps
everywhere.
I'm glad you're saying something too, because I honestly thought Catrone seemed like off, like a little like discombobulated.
It's very weird. And
I truly wonder what it's like behind the scenes between Rob and Kelly. They seem to loathe one another.
Oh, they for sure do. But I don't like this photo.
I don't either. And I don't think she's
not
a good
the worst
model.
of the week.
She's always going to be a good model, and it's definitely not the worst of the week, but it really is not bringing the vibe for me.
Yeah.
It's also not, I don't think, a very well composed photo. And I think for Jess Smith, who is actually a really good photographer, the fact that he couldn't get a good I don't know. Like every other photo, if you look, the composition of the photo is quite good. Hers is just giant woman standing in field. Corey's next. This is the best. This is my favorite photo.
This is my favorite.
Oh yeah, this is brilliant. His face looks otherworldly.
His body looks stunning. This is the only part of the episode where I have to agree with Kelly and Hey Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is what you want. This is selling the clothes. And
Stunning.
then Rob has to fucking stand up and say, like, well, this is supposed to be you in a rice paddy. Why is this high fashion? Because it's supposed to be high fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And to me, this is still bringing the mood of the photo while being a high fashion pose.
Interestingly, despite the fact that he's looking off into the distance, like basically everyone has so far that we've reviewed, it almost looks like because of the sky that he's watching the sunset or something.
Yes. Or like
And I know I'm probably giving it a little
It's-
bit more
no,
story than it
there's
really
intensity
needs.
in his
yeah.
eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I do like his basket is just carrying one small orange blanket.
I also feel like, and because this is not the first time he's done it with Corey. Rob likes to stand up as though to assert dominance.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And it really irks me so much.
Look, and as much as I loved that 10 for Renee, this 6 for Corey is insane.
And then Corey, even when he's told by Brian Boy that the fans are happy with him, has to read a negative quote. Maybe a little bit more muscle would help. Like, well, that's the best Corey quote we had.
Nina is next. I hate this photo so much.
Oh, it's so bad.
Oh, thank God, I don't have to. I don't have
No,
I was so
It's
worried
not
that
good.
I'd have to be like another basic photo from Nina. Like,
Well, and this is not someone who looks good with these eyebrows.
no.
Nor the styling. This sexy baby energy of Nina's.
And it's a shame because I think the dress is so interesting.
I think the dresses,
Yeah.
the headpiece is wild.
Too much.
Yeah.
While I don't like the photo, I don't like Kelly calling it kooky kabuki.
Oh Lord.
No, the words, the babble that comes out of Catrone's mouth on this photo is just unintelligible.
But then, fan of the week. Who is this business couple that loves Nina? Just like everyone else in these videos is dressed to the theme or so casual that it seems like they just got out of bed.
Yeah.
This couple is like, we're putting on our clothes, we're going to sit in a nice lighting, and we're going to say, we enjoy Nina.
But it's this like weird, like we're trying something new production of like My Fair Lady. There's
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
do you know what I mean?
I don't like it, and I see it, and I don't like
yeah.
it.
We're trying something. So more shows should be described as the we're trying something new version of themselves.
But I hate
Oh,
this.
it's Hamlet in Chicago.
Oh.
Every 2 years, we're trying something new with Batman.
What if he was sad?
What if he was a sad detective?
Ooh.
Chris is next. You know what? This turned out better than I ever imagined it could.
I honestly thought it was a perfectly acceptable photo. I think his face looks quite good in it. This is the
his
second
body's
photo in a
doing-
row where they do a little nippy slip with Chris. I don't know why
Yeah.
that's becoming a thing for him.
A signature. The pose is a little nothing for me.
Oh, it's nothing.
It's
He's
nothing.
walking.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think he lucked into a photo that
Yeah.
like works for the shot. And he kept the sandals. He stole the sandals.
A choice.
Kelly says that he looks like a cross-dresser.
Which also, what? Like Kelly's criticisms, the way she words things is often somewhere between so silly and offensive.
Yes.
But also a lot of times I actually don't know what she's meaning.
I have no idea.
Yes.
what he's talking
like meaning like I don't see what she's seeing.
about. It's the
Yeah,
length
or
of
she
pant.
has a definition of words that nobody else has.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like she learned every word wrong.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like we
It's
need
like-
to send her
it's
an
like she
Oxford
had-
English.
It's
Yes.
it's like she got a word of the day calendar, but it was a misprint. So the definition for the word was the next day's word.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Remember on Friends when Rachel for Thanksgiving had to make the trifle, the pages were glued together. I feel like this happened to Kelly.
But yeah, I don't think we got that it was Chris got this photo. I think Jez Smith got this photo.
I also wanted to note, and this seems strange to me, and this is me going deep into my Chris theory, only thanks Tyra when exiting his personal judging.
Yeah.
Weird.
Which if I was another judge, I'd be like, okay.
I wouldn't have thanked Kelly, to be fair. But
No.
yes. So last is Jeremy. Guys, as much as I love Jeremy as a person, what is this photo?
This kind of, okay, here's the thing. You know how at least on the websites we're seeing, the photos for the eliminated contestants don't get the same treatment as the real photos? It feels like Jeremy's
Also
didn't even get the right treatment. That Jez Smith was just like, I mean, why
feel
even
like-
bother with post?
I feel like his face is almost there. Like, almost.
Sure. The fact, and I feel like it was a trap to give him the strongman barbell.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
But also, it didn't feel like they had clothes that fit him.
No.
The shirt's too small and the pants are too big, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely yes.
He just looks so funny in this photo.
He does.
He just looks like he's gonna fall right over. Just
Yeah.
like tippy tippy tip.
There's a little bit of touching on bigorexia in his thing.
The
Mhm.
only thing, though, is that Tyra goes ahead and starts her goodbye speech to Jeremy.
Yes.
Yes.
He's not eliminated, but Tyra's just like, I'm going to give you a confusing lesson. Because remember that fat boy? Remember you told us about fat young boy? And now you're past that and you're beautiful, but also maybe slim down those arms if you want to have a career. You're getting eliminated. To be clear, I know we haven't given you the numbers yet, but there's no challenge.
Oh, and also Nina, it's very clear that you know because you've been crying for 7 minutes.
So are we going to do this? We're not even going to make the tie rods correctly? Love that for us.
Oh my god.
This is the best. Is this the best moment of the podcast?
Yes,
Are
but
we
we
about
need
to
to talk
Yes.
about eliminated contestants. Eliminated contestant photos first.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Lex, please. I gotta get to my tie rods.
I'm so glad they only gave eliminated contestants this Carmen Miranda head thing that they gave to Alex and Clea.
I think the only good one is Alex's.
Yes.
This is a rare time when I really like Kanani's.
Really?
I think it's pretty good.
What could she have done with that dress though?
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. Like, I think it's the best that dress is
Guys,
gonna be.
Mike's is so fucking stupid.
Mike is so bad. I gotta say this though. Mike's arm looks incredible.
Sure.
What's
is
this
he
Jeremy
doing in
arm
this
on him?
photo, though?
Nothing.
What is Phil
I
doing?
mean,
What is Phil doing?
Phil said, "Oh, you're gonna say I'm feminine." Ooh. Side tooch.
But it looks like Phil is standing on the roof. And
Roof.
knowing
It
Phil,
looks-
he might
Might
be.
be.
It looks like he is standing on the roof, absolutely. But no, Mike's phone. Mike doesn't want to be here. Mike.
Dawn doesn't want to be here. Dawn wants to go record another song.
Also, why is Clea inside of like a frame of
frame?
grass?
Because it looks like she's not there.
Yeah.
It looks like Clea went home.
Alex's is pretty good though. Alex's
Yeah.
is like
The
better
only
than
good
some
one.
of our real models.
Yeah.
Yeah, her face looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Mike looks like he's delivering something
He
in
does.
Italy.
Yep.
He looks like
I love it. It's
a
so
caddy.
bad. Yep.
Yeah.
He looks like the weirdest caddy on the course.
There's no part of me that thinks Mike's trying anymore, especially after the comeback's done.
Wow.
Guys, I can't get over Phil with his Survivor buff on his wrist.
He's part of the Yellow Tribe.
And then
Are we there?
we are here. When we learn that the graphic
I'm so happy. I've never been this happy. This is it. This is my peak.
was not updated,
Jordan at the Elephants is you right now.
they did not tell the graphics department that there was no challenge score this week because they did not fix it
Nope.
to reflect the lack of a score.
Because what they do is they have the same lower third that has all four things, which is the judge's score, the challenge score, the fan vote, and then the total. But because there's no challenge, that's where they put the fan vote, and then the fan vote's the total. So Jordan walks up with a fan vote of 33, which almost I was like, yeah.
I guess they changed it again.
And you think to yourself, that's just going to be Jordan's. This is a blink and you'll miss it one-time mistake. And listeners, every single contestant has this messed up tie rod.
And the crazy thing is, they fixed it for the non-Tyron version, for like the board
Screen.
version.
The board's
They put
fine.
they put in an NA under challenge score, but they couldn't figure it out for the Tyron.
Well, you know what's also fascinating? They actually still messed it up for one person because later on, Chris's, for the challenge score, everyone else got non-applicable. NA, he got 0. As if it was a bedtime
So
challenge.
what's wild
Oh,
though
so what
is,
you're saying is that Chris made the board.
yes.
He was like, everyone else is together, but Chris just gets a 0.
What's wild though is clearly the graphic that we see that's fucked up is the one they made after it was filmed because the graphic in person is correct.
It's so funny.
Oh god. So Jordan
Anyway,
is
Jordan's first call out again forever.
with a 7 and Corey's face. Ooh, he's pissed.
Marvin is second with a 5.7.
Mhm.
Corey gets only a 6, which is shocking to me.
But so many positive comments.
That's true. Renee forever the lowest because of reasons we've stated in every episode has a 5.2, but at least she's fourth, I guess.
Yeah. Which leaves Nina, Chris, and Jeremy.
And Jeremy's big dumb arm is holding both of them, and it's the funniest thing to me that he's like, both my friends.
Very sweet, I thought.
Because Jeremy knows he's going home. He's like,
Yeah.
he's not a tear shed.
Oh, you had a great time.
Yeah. This is where I realized there was no talk about Chris's attitude on set.
Not a moment. And this is why it sucks. I wish we got the notes back like we did from Mr. J. Why does
But
Tyra
Tyra
ever
was
get to
there.
say? Sure, but why
She
doesn't
wasn't
Tyra
watching the
ever get to
shoot,
say
though.
Johnny reported
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that you were a little butt, had a tiff? And then the first person to be
Yes.
eliminated
The first person
Yes.
eliminated.
With the second highest fan score.
Uh-huh.
is Nina with a 6.9.
And then she just has to stand off
Stand
to the side.
To the side. Well, and this is the other moment where like I'm done with Chris here. Where
Sure.
this is fully Chris's fault.
Because
he takes Nina's elimination and he turns it into a moment about him.
Yes.
And he's hugging her and telling her he's going to win it for her if he gets to stay now. And I'm like, this is a performance for Tyra.
Yes.
One of my biggest, and I don't think I've ever liked it. Maybe I'll be a hypocrite and find one moment when I do in some reality show. I hate it when someone's eliminated and someone says, who's still in the competition, I'm going to win it for you. No, I don't care. I wanted to win it for me.
Yeah, that doesn't make me feel good. Oh, it's in my name? Great, thanks. What?
Oh, in honor of JW Crump, I won. Unless you're going to give me some of that money.
And then Jeremy is the other person eliminated.
With a
The third
6.7.
highest fan score.
Yeah.
I think it's fascinating because normally the fan scores of the eliminated person have been one of the lowest, if not the lowest. Nina and Jeremy were second and third.
Yeah.
Which actually tells me that the judges don't have a finger on the pulse of what the fans are liking.
Because Chris has the second lowest score with a 5.5.
Now, do I think Nina and Jeremy had pretty bad photos this episode?
I do.
I do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at like them being well, I will say I think Nina deserved more time on this show, despite the fact that I was personally irritated by her often.
Mm-hmm.
She had 2 first call outs.
Recently.
Yeah, it's a fun trivia fact that I'll drop right now. She's the first contestant in history to have 2 back-to-back #1 call-outs and then get eliminated.
Wow.
It'll never happen again, apparently, either. So that's ridiculous that she's going home. She would have been saved in a cycle without numbers.
And the rest of the cast is devastated.
Yeah.
They're like, Jeremy, we're happy we're here, but Nina leaving really seems to break everyone else a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially Corey.
Yes. Now, fun thing though. Tyra calls Rob Evans an oaf.
Look at pictures of this oaf. And Jeremy's like, probably not.
Mm.
I'll probably
But
never look at another picture again, right?
I hated the interplay of Tyra to Nina. Oh, your dream came true. Bye. Tyra to Jeremy. 1 million compliments. You have to keep going. Ugh.
So weird. I do love that Jeremy claims top 6. He's like at the last minute, he's like, I made top 6. iconically not 7th.
I will say, because I'm not, biggest Nina fan, she says something that makes me go like, because she says that she's been watching Top Model since she was 8 years old. So she was correct in that I think her dream was not to be a model, but her dream was to win Top Model, which is fine.
I could see both.
But
I think
yeah.
we have so many people on this cycle that didn't watch the show
Right.
that it feels weird that someone has.
And then,
And then our last weird Chris moment is him taking off his pendant and putting it over Nina's head while she's like hugging a different person.
oh, I forgot to do this while we were on stage. And then the fade out is in the wrong order.
And not only that, but it's the rare fade out and zoom in. We're zooming.
We're zooming, but not moving.
Yep. Because Corey's too far to one side. All right. We got a lot to go through with 2 people. And y'all, I'm going to prepare you right now. If you don't listen to these Where Are They Nows, stick around for Jeremy's. You'll never. It might be my favorite update of all time. I'm so happy. I'm so happy his last episode was more positive. Since we had a rocky road with Jeremy.
Yeah, peek behind the curtain. Peek behind the curtain, listeners. I had a dinner party last night where I saw JW and Hannah in person. He would not let us in. He wanted this for pod.
Yes.
Like,
I was like, don't look up anything. Don't look Jeremy, it up, please.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do Nina first, though.
Yes.
She's one of our most followed people. We're getting to more recent cycles, the follower counts tend to be a lot more. She has 130,000 plus. It's just at Nina Burns. Her name is Nina Burns. And like I said, she was the first person to ever get 2 top callouts in a row and then be eliminated. Afterwards, she signed on to Paragon Models in Mexico City, which I feel like we get a lot of people who sign on to that agency. And then Model Management Group in Hong Kong, Option Models, the Dragonfly Agency in Los Angeles. She signed with a lot of places.
Makes sense.
And she's been in Time Out Mexico, Biography Mexico, Jeté, D, La Plus Belle, and Paper Magazine. She's also modeled for Issue New York, Lopes Studio, and Chloe Sun. And very recently, in March 2023, she started a vintage clothing line called Star 69, but stylized like... Oh, Star 67, I'm sorry. I say Star 69 because it's the callback feature, but Star 67. There's only one post as of now, but I think that was just because she wanted an announcement post. I think it's like a freestanding store from what I can tell. There is one of the weirdest interviews I've ever seen, and it's from a magazine called A Book Of. And it's an interview in the most finger quotey way because there are interview questions that she was asked and answered, but it's mostly pictures of her. So you have to scroll a lot to get to the questions. Here are some of my favorite selections. If her life had a book title, what would it be called? And the title of Nina's book would be Rainbow is My Favorite Color. And then they ask her to compare Top Model to a food. And I unironically love this. Sushi. Complicated procedure, yet rolled up into one tiny simple bite that has multiple elements. I was like, well,
yeah,
not a bad answer.
Not a bad answer.
Diplomatic.
For a stupid question.
Yeah.
The pictures of her are stunning. Interestingly, you don't see a lot of her with like the red hair, which is a surprise. I see her a lot with blonde stuff. She's got a couple of things. But yeah, she seems to be very like still modeling, but this vintage clothing line's the new thing.
Nice.
Yeah. And here we are. Jeremy Romer, Rohmer. Here's a fun trivia fact, first of all. Kayla and he are the only models in Top Model history to be eliminated in a double elimination twice. And Jeremy's the only one to have it happen in the same season. And I didn't realize it, but Jeremy never got eliminated, just him. He was always with someone else. And he also got brought back as a duo. Jeremy was like, we always get eliminated together. I always have a plane buddy. He modeled for some supplement brands because of course.
Of course.
But he also walked in a decent amount of LA fashion shows. And as of now, I found the LinkedIn. He's working in sales, and he's a general manager for Kingdom Nutrition. Seems to be doing that for years. But what he is known for, you have to do a little digging because he doesn't list his full name, just his first name. On IG, you can find him under Swolepoke _, like Slowpoke from Pokemon, and he is one of the most renowned collectors of the Pokemon trading card game. He goes by Swolpoke. That's his name. And
Follow.
one of the most instant follows. He's been doing it for 10 years. And very, very recently, this month, as of recording, he was in PSA Magazine, which is a magazine about sports card collecting. And he wants Pokemon trading card game collecting to be more recognized. And so he's going around and making that happen. And if you follow him, he has stuff that's worth like tens of thousands of dollars.
Wow.
And he goes around and gets them signed. He has an eBay store where he sells them. And he just does these cute little things where he just talks about these cards. And I've never seen anyone love something so much. Like there's a video of him looking at one of the rarest cards, that original Charizard, and it looks like he's about to cry. He always says stuff like, I just never thought I'd own this. I never thought this would be part of my life. I love this community. I love everyone I've met. And he has grown.
Cute.
He has grown into that face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he has.
Also,
Looking
his
at human
body isn't as really.
There has
It looks like he's kind of just like
It's even.
normalized.
Yeah.
there has been a personal style glow up and a grooming glow up
Uh huh.
Yeah.
because that fade is working.
It's working on me.
And Swolpoke is the funniest thing to me. Like, what a perfect little name for a Pokemon card collector that's like a bigger guy. And I ended up going down a rabbit hole because this is the kind of thing I'd follow anyway. And we've never had a top model contestant that just had this kind of dork passion
Yes.
that he's like known for.
Living to the fullest.
Like, has a job, has a way to make money, but also has this full side hustle career hobby that he just truly loves. It is the most wholesome update we've ever had. I love it.
But is he still a virgin?
Yeah, he's a Pokemon card collector. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Wow.
But
you know what? Talk about two people that I feel like I flipped opinions for through the cycle.
Yeah, what a journey for both of these contestants. Because if you had gone into this telling me Nina won, I'd have been like, sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I do think she had low-key some of the best modeling skills this cycle.
She got first call-outs. Yeah. I think it was, from a modeling perspective, I think it was a shame, and I did it too, that she was oft compared to Allison.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because she didn't model the same way.
No.
She actually modeled much more traditionally fierce, and she just had a non-traditionally fierce look.
And I do go back to that trailer park photo shoot where she just absolutely
stunning
killed.
Talk about someone that would have so been much better without men on the season.
Yes. Yep.
What I don't like about Nina was the fact that she had to interact with Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And is Jeremy our first contestant that would have been better without women?
Yes.
Yes.
Truly though, to be like beyond that joke, Jeremy was what the show wanted the male models to be.
Mm-hmm.
And yet they were not trained to model as men. But he could have been, I think, because there was incremental little growth, but they were given nothing. So if this was a just male season, I think Jeremy could have done pretty well if there had also been instruction, obviously.
Yes.
And Jeremy had rough moments, all related to Jordan and his weird puppy dog obsession. I don't want to erase the like weirdness of that.
No,
but
and like
literally,
it
felt like
dynamics that he was playing out between men and women were rough and gross.
Yes, fully.
But
and fully immature. Like this was
fully
coming
immature.
from a place of immaturity.
Another area in which he needed some serious instruction.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But once he let go of that, really just did seem like a fun, doofy baby to be around.
Has anyone ever benefited so much from a comeback? Literally, he went off and was like, is being obsessed with Jordan bad for me? And then he came back and was like, Jordan, I think being obsessed is bad with you. And she's like, well, but I gave you one lunch one time. Yeah, it's so funny to see the two of them. And I'll say this, Jeremy, end result portfolio, probably one of the least successful of all time.
Yeah.
It's the same photo. When they showed that montage, I was like, well, that's kind of the same photo a billion times.
And none of them are good.
Nope.
Are we, because I don't know, because I don't remember any of the contestants, I'm interested to find and I don't need to know now, but I'm interested to find if in the next 2 cycles with guy contestants, if there's always a Jeremy, if there's always like a buff guy, and the different iterations I will get of the like maybe too buff to actually do this model. Probably. It almost seems like in some ways the male plus size. I know that's silly because there are plus size male models that will be introduced on the show, not in contestant, unfortunately, but in like guests they have. But it almost seems like their thing of like, I don't know about that body.
But if your thing is our bodies through our voices, you should rate, review, and subscribe. We're still here. You can still review us. You can still give us 5 stars.
Please.
You can also reach out to us at podleadum.com or send us an email at podleadum@gmail.com.
And there's always the P.O. Box.
Give us some tangible mail.
Send us a $5,000 Pokemon card. Oh, what?
That we all have to just pass back and forth. We all listed on our taxes as a shared
asset.
Yep. You can find me anywhere at Yet Charming.
I'm on Instagram at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm on TikTok at JW Crump, okay.
And be sure to use the hashtag PodLeadum. And go to our TikTok. It's there. That's where I put some clips. If you've been like, oh, I really miss those Twitter clips. Well, you can go to the TikTok, PodLeadum. Or you can join our Discord where you get those clips early.
Ooh, day or 2 early drops.
And sometimes there's exclusive clips that only the Discord sees.
And we are going to be doing a mailbag soon. All right, we're going to, like we've done in the past, we're going to take a little break from our normal episodes between cycles. I think we all need a break from this extended length cycle as well. Plus, we've got some traveling going on, so we're trying to book and bank and book some episodes early. So go, Hannah, now that you're the one that checks, is there any sort of email that you're like, ooh, these are some ones that I'm hoping people send?
Well, we've gotten a lot of great behind the scenes emails and here's what's happening and some great data. People are doing the work to give us data in a way that I'm very excited to share with y'all.
Can't wait for that.
But just keep them coming.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
And remember, that is podleadum@gmail.com. Checked by our one and only Hannah Jane Ginsburg. So for Podleadum, I have been Lex Basile Price.
Be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm JW Crump.
And we'll see you on top.
Podleadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.